presented by the Pick Center. And with us this morning, we have Phil Tripp from Tripp's Auto Shop and Collision Center. Welcome, Phil.
How are you?
Doing really well. Usually you and I are getting together talking about what event we're going to support this weekend and what we're going to do and how we're going to be there. That's got to be
crazy.
Just so different for you guys over at the shop.
Yeah, I had some heartbreaking news this morning. They said they're going to cancel the car shows. And man, yeah, because that's the whole summer, you think of things we're going to do.
Yeah.
But we'll figure something out.
A lot of the things that you're supporting, the events, are financial, and this is something that all these events are fundraisers. So it's a big hit for nonprofits.
Yeah. Well, and it's a big hit to the families and just everything about the community. So, gosh, we got to hurry up and get through this, figure this out.
Yeah, we're all not ourselves, that's for sure. And you're always a large supporter of nonprofits, in general. But during this time, it's pretty important to continue to give back, isn't it?
Yeah, they're hurting, that's for sure. Well, and how they do the things they do, like big brothers, big sisters, So kind of hard to introduce new people, new bigs and new littles, because people are worried about the distancing. So, there's a lot of different problems with that.
I've talked to a few event organizers who are still on the fence, later events in the summer, and their thought is, even if we were to go forward with the event, it's hard to ask people, sponsors and other people, to financially support that event in order for it to happen. So that's part of the thought process as to whether the event...
Well, I sure hope. I'd love to be asked. Let's have an event. The Civil War muster, they do not have a plan to distance. You can't have a Civil War battle in encampments, and, so that can't go on. So, that's not going to happen.
I think everyone's just a wait and see, and no one wants to really be that first event to get underway. But I think Jackson will kind of come together at the end of the summer, and there will be something.
Well, I hope so. And they're coming together no matter what. So when it gets 80 degrees, the park's going to be packed.
Yeah, that's for sure. How about the roads? How are people staying off the roads a little bit?
It's about down 80% in driving. Major insurance companies are paying back billions of dollars because they don't have claims. They're just not driving.
80% down. That's amazing.
Down, yeah.
Some days it doesn't seem like that.
No, and there's some busy roads that are busy. And then you catch it, you get out by Lowe's or, Home Depot or, Menards, and that's the only place you can go. So everybody goes there. Mm-hmm. So other than that, what's your options?
Right, it's interesting. We're not. As we were just talking about the last time, we've even been on 94.
Yeah.
We're on all the time. So, lack of travel obviously is the main reason. But as we start to open up, are you hearing from some customers and some of your friends and family? They're kind of itching to get out and get a little bit back to normal?
Oh, what I'm hearing isn't itching. They're freaking. No, people, they're going to only put up with so much stuff, you got to be smart, but, enough's enough.
Yeah.
So
with people traveling less, that means less crashes.
Yeah, tow trucks, tires, mechanical, suspension work, the whole industry is way down.
So people that have had maybe a dent or a ding in their car for a while and they just haven't had the time.
They are coming out.
It's a good time now.
Yeah, for sure. We are, and we're blessed. People really support us. And in fact, it's only just been in the recent week or two that we've gotten slow. We had so much backlog that we were able to keep everybody busy. But then, we got the issues of how to compete for employees, because we're hiring, and I think most everybody in town is hiring. You got to have employees to run your businesses.
So does the market then, with people that are laid off and doubtful whether they're going to go back to the job they had, is that then the new job market for an employer like you?
Well, you just can't compete with the government paying, $950 to $1,000 a week. So you got an entry-level guy that's going to sweep the floors for $15 an hour, or he's going to make $950 a week sitting home. Unfortunately, there's some bad things coming out of this too. They're going to need to readdress that.
And we're hearing that from almost every employer, Phil, and there's been some talk that that federal stimulus money could get extended into January. I don't know if that'll happen or what, but what would that just do to the workforce in general?
It'll destroy it. But how about the people that are actually working?
Right.
So that holiday, that 7% they pay in their paychecks. Now that's a good idea. And then I'm not saying it's not a good idea to put money into the common people, and regular people, because I think it's a lot better than giving it to fat cat billionaires, like they've done in the past. So I love it. But you go try to buy a trampoline, you just go try to find one in the country. I mean, so it's good. It's stimulated, TV sales and trampolines and all kinds of things, so there is some good to that, and giving it to the people is a good idea. But I think the people that are actually working jobs, whether it's a gas station or a machine shop or a collision shop, that payroll tax holiday, that would be a big deal, instead of just doling it out, indiscriminately to everybody. I don't know. We'll see. I guess I'm not in charge, so.
Phil Tripp is with us on the morning show, presented by the Pick Center. More with Phil after these words.
We are living through a unique, trying time. COVID-19 has changed how we work, play, and go to school. A few things will never change.
Our homes are our sanctuaries, our family and friends are our support teams, and Jackson is a community that pulls together.
COVID-19 is a silent, potentially deadly enemy, but we are attacking it with a massive, coordinated healthcare army here in Jackson and across the nation.
Make no mistake, we will prevail. Jacksonians are smart, resilient, and determined. The curve is flattening, thanks to your efforts.
Continue social distancing, avoid crowded places, and do not share eating utensils and food. 6 feet away or more is now our norm.
Wash your hands frequently for 20 seconds and wear a face mask if you go out. If you have a fever, cough, or shortness of breath, please call your doctor about scheduling a test for COVID-19.
Stay safe, Jackson.
Stay home, Jackson.
Stay healthy, Jackson.
Stay apart, Jackson.
Stay vigilant.
Stay home, stay safe, and save lives. Thank you, Jackson, for helping us slow the spread of COVID-19.
Performance Automotive Northwest. We do way more than auto parts. We've got new lawn equipment from John Deere and Honda, chainsaws and trimmers from Steel and Husqvarna, 2 John Deere ready-to-mow mobile service trailers to make repairs quick and easy for you, and of course our bumper-to-bumper parts selection for almost every vehicle. We really do have it all. We'll even fill your propane. Performance Automotive Northwest, proud to be independent and locally owned for 35 years. Visit us today on Airport Road in Jackson.
We're learning how to read.
The library helped me find a job.
The library helped me find my great-great-great-grandfather.
I love checking out movies and Hotspot.
I get all the homework help I need.
I can't make it to the library, so they bring it to me.
Jackson District Library. Discover, learn, succeed.
736 million people struggle to meet their basic needs. an estimated 40 million people have fallen victim to human trafficking. 51 million kids go hungry every day. And every day, together with thousands of corporate partners and millions of donors and volunteers, United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community.
Welcome back to the morning show, and we're back with Phil Tripp from Tripp's Auto Shop and Tripp Ceramic Pro. And Phil, it feels like we're entering an era where it was like the 80s, where people took pride in their house and their vehicle.
I hope so.
And that's kind of going to be what the summer's going to be like.
That would be amazing. I mean, and so that's a good thing, you know. That's what I say about streets and roads. If we have nice roads and your houses, your lawn's mowed, it makes you feel good. You treat your neighbors better. Yeah, I sure hope so.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
Yeah, hopefully people are, if they have the extra time, they're doing those kinds of things.
From what I've seen, it looks like people are definitely taking pride in their home yard, and then you know, what better to do when you can't do anything than cruise around in a nice clean car, right?
All right.
So I mean, I guess that's fun to do, right?
Yeah.
Car washes aren't open though.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, they are?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Maybe you need a car wash. So let's talk about Ceramic Pro a little bit. That's something you guys started a few years ago, and you did it on my car, and it's unbelievable. Talk about how that's gone and the technology.
The technology is amazing. It's actually, you know, polymer or glass. You know, it permeates the paint, so it's permanent. But it, you know, people spend, whether it's $30,000 or $130,000 on their car. You know, the protection from Ceramic Pro, the shine, the ease of washing, it makes a huge difference. You know, like polish, you got to do it a couple times a year, 3 times a year, and you still aren't going to achieve the shine that we can get. And then through this time, it's been surprisingly very busy, which is good.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, people want to get their cars polished, so that's good.
Definitely.
Does it increase the resale value?
So, so I would say technically yes, but you know, they put it on Carfax. You know, that can be a sore subject because people don't want their cars on Carfax. You know, but if in California they put it on Carfax and say you had your Ceramic Pro, and you know, if you have an accident in your car, they'll pay for everywhere. They'll pay to have it redone. So, yeah.
So you're known as a cook. So have you had extra time to get into the kitchen during the pandemic?
No, I'm trying to get into my home. We're building a house that should have been done in February, and here it is, almost June. And so I know we've been packed into a rental house. You know, just trying to get into our house, and we're close. So maybe in a couple of weeks. I've been cooking on the grill, and I just can't wait. My stove, they've got it sitting there, a big bad stove with 8 burners on it, double oven, and it's sitting out about that far from the wall. They're supposed to hook it up on Friday, but maybe I'll get it by this week. We'll see.
What's the first meal that gets cooked at the new house?
I don't know. I'd have to, Do you know, I don't know. Maybe 4 or 5, because when I cook, I'll do spaghetti and roast and chickens. I'll do them all at the same time, you know, because I'm not I'll get up on a Saturday or Sunday and not sure which way I want to go, so I'll start 2 or 3 chickens, a couple roasts, you know, some ground beef.
Doing takeout?
We have, yes. Everywhere it's like, you know, I've had about enough takeout, but whatever, I'm thankful for them.
You guys you cook a lot at the shop, but you guys also do take out a lot for lunch and support a lot of local restaurants.
Yes.
Restaurants. How's your staff? How's everyone doing over at the shop?
They're doing good. Yeah, no, they're doing good. We have a dedicated group of people I'm very thankful for. You know, we committed from the beginning to keep this, you know, a core together, and you know, and we're doing everything we can to do so.
I remember in 2008 you told me that you told all staff that you were not going to participate in a recession. Are you going to say that again?
I got to dig down and find it. I was very serious at that time. I mean, we had a meeting every week, and I'd tell people, I know you want to, I know the whole world wants you to, they tell you to on TV, but we're not going to participate. I'm going to find it, but I just haven't found it yet, because this thing's pretty big. I'm just not sure how to maneuver in it, and I mean, everybody's worried, and I do believe that our country will be stronger than it ever was before. Right? We're going to bring that supply chain back here. I think other countries will be buying from the U.S. I think things go right, we do this thing right, we'll see an economy, our economy was so strong, but it'll be double or triple that in the next 3 years. So I am very hopeful. I just haven't got a plan yet on how I'm going to do it.
Let me know what you do.
You consult a lot of businesses, so if you had one or two words of advice for a business that might be closed right now, waiting to reopen and get back, do you have anything?
It comes back to the basics. I mean, if you're a service industry, can you love your customers? I mean, I know you're in business and you like them, but number one thing for me is, treat people like you want to be treated. And I was telling my son the other day, who was telling me he didn't want to do something for somebody because they didn't deserve it. Well, it's easy to do things for people who deserve it. It's the ones that don't deserve it. So when you start doing things for people that don't deserve it, then you start getting there.
All right.
So
great advice. Great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Good. Thanks to be here.
Phil Tripp from Tripp's Auto Shop and Collision Center. That's it for the morning show. Thanks to our guests, Phil and Pamela and our crew. And thank you for watching. Thanks to our sponsors. We're inviting you back tomorrow. Do you know who's on the show tomorrow, Andy?